guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. So today I thought I will do ranking all of the eyeshadow palettes that I tried in 2020. I know it's super late and it's in March now, so what are you doing? But if you don't know, life happened in the beginning of the year, so a lot of the videos that I wanted to upload and film in January and in the beginning of the year, I couldn't do it. So now I am doing it because I was super excited to film it and I want to talk about them. So I'm just like, it doesn't matter, I'm gonna talk about whatever I want. I hope you guys don't mind it. I have not tried a lot of eyeshadow palettes in 2020. I don't try a lot of eyeshadow palettes. The only reason I tried this many was because of my channel. If I didn't have a channel, I would probably not have bought most of the eyeshadow palettes here. So yes, that's the reason. It's not something that I do regularly. I'm gonna start in last place and we're gonna move to first place. An eyeshadow palette that I have not yet tried. I'm hoping to film using it soon, but I have not tried it yet, so that's the only reason it's in the last place. But I like this eyeshadow palette and it's a formula that I have tried before, so I'm sure I will like it. But let me talk about it now. So it's the Huda Beauty Gold eyeshadow palette. I still haven't used it. You can see it's brand new and I got it last year, and again I was hoping to film with it and I never did. Sorry about the cars, they're super loud today. Anyways, so I never filmed with it, so I'm hoping to film using this eyeshadow palette soon because look at it. If you have no idea, these shades are my favorite. Like, I just want to swim in this eyeshadow palette. It's so stunning. I am so excited to use it, and that's the only reason it's in last place, because I have tried Huda's Beauty's like mini eyeshadow palettes and I've liked all the eyeshadow palettes that I've tried from it, and you will see one of them actually higher up. So that's the only reason it's in last place. It's because I haven't used it. Next up is an eyeshadow palette that again I haven't used as much. I used it in a video and I never use it again. Why do I do that? And it's actually still in the box. I keep things in a box for a very long time. I don't know why, I just like keeping it in the box. But it's the NikkieTutorials Beauty Bay eyeshadow palette. I used it once, I never used it again, and I feel horrible. I want to use it more. I hate how big it is. I like the shades inside, but I just don't like how big it is. Like, look at how big this eyeshadow palette is. You can not even see me anymore. But this is the eyeshadow palette, and I like the shades. The shimmery shades in this palette are insane. They're so good. But yeah, I want to use it more. Maybe I could do a shop my stash using it. Good idea. Will hopefully push me to use it more. But would I love it if it didn't have the blue? 100%. I'm gonna hold it this way. It's upside down, but it doesn't matter. I don't like blue eyeshadow because I don't know. I just don't like it on me. But I've tried once and that's all. So I should try it more. But I want to try this eyeshadow palette more and I like it. I would remove the blue if I could, but I still like it. I still like the shimmers in it, and that's the only reason. Again, it's second to last because I used it once. So that's not good. I would like to use it more because it's beautiful. It's stunning. The shimmers, oh my god, they're so good. Okay, and then after that, the Anastasia Amrezy eyeshadow palette. Does anyone remember this eyeshadow palette? I don't think anyone remembers this eyeshadow palette. I think it came out in the wrong time. A lot of people were losing their minds because pandemic. But I think this came out in Feb, I think. And then I think in March everything happened. A lot of the countries went in lockdown, and I don't know. I just feel like people were just like and not the right space for makeup, and I think that's why people forget this eyeshadow palette. But I got it, I loved using it, and I like this eyeshadow palette. Like, I wouldn't change anything. Actually, I would remove the glitters. You have two glitter shades. You have Litty and Gemini. I don't like glitter. I don't like touching it. It feels like sand, and I just don't want sand on my lid. I don't like it. That's the only thing I would change about this eyeshadow palette. But Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palettes are usually kind of like basic and I like it. Like, I'm not saying that negatively. I like basic eyeshadow palettes. Like, this is something I enjoy having, and I have used it multiple times, but I just feel like it's an eyeshadow palette, you know? Like, there's no like emotion out of it. Like, I like it, I have it, I will use it, but I just like, it's an eyeshadow palette, you know? Like, some of the eyeshadow palettes here that I'm just gonna mention, I'm like, this eyeshadow palette is everything to me. But for this, I'm just like, it's good. I don't know what else to say. Like, if someone was like, oh, can I use this to do my eyeshadow, I'm like, yeah, it's good. I like it. It's fine. It's a fine eyeshadow palette. Next is, this is going to be now like the good eyeshadow palette, and it's the Huda Beauty Ruby Obsession. Oh, I love this eyeshadow palette so much. Let me open it. The magnet is very strong. I love the shades. I have mentioned, whenever I talk about this eyeshadow palette, I'm like, this is everything to me. I love pink. I love pink and red. I love it. I love this eyeshadow palette, and I'm just so glad to have it. And I don't use it as much. Again, I don't know why. I only wear makeup when I'm filming. I don't have a life now anymore. At least I used to go out once every month, and now I do not. So I don't wear makeup a lot anymore. But like, I would love to wear this a lot more, and maybe one day when everything is normal, I will use it more. But this eyeshadow palette is amazing. If you ask me, I want a pink eyeshadow palette, I'm like, get the Ruby Obsession. It's small, it's tiny, it's cute, and you have dark shades and you have light shades. Like, you have this basic as white, and I don't like it in the eyeshadow palette. I never use it because look at my skin tone. I can never use the shade. What am I gonna do with a shade like this? It's still like stunning, it's still beautiful. The shimmery shades, perfection. And yeah, I want to use it more, and it's a good eyeshadow palette. Like, I love that I have it. If someone wanted to take it from me, I would be like, do not. This eyeshadow palette I love. You can't take it away from me. I like this eyeshadow palette, yeah. Next thing is another eyeshadow palette. This is, again, they are all good eyeshadow palettes, but next thing is, this is the reason I wake up every day. I always say that to my makeup products, but they're not really the reason I wake up every day. I wake up every day because I have to wake up. What am I gonna do? Anyways, this eyeshadow palette, I still am shocked that I have it, because like, let me crack. Have you seen the prices? Someone needs to change that prices. That's insane. But this was on sale, and the 6-man eyeshadow palettes are much cheaper than the big one. This is going to be perfect for me. I could try the brand because it was my first thing from Pat McGrath, so I was like very excited that I will be able to use her eyeshadow palette. And these shades, again, pink, gold, and brown. Me. So I think this eyeshadow palette, I think it will be in my collection for a very long time. I think if I was traveling, this is a palette that I could take with me. If I was having a sleepover in my friend's house, I would take this eyeshadow palette with me, because I'm just like, it's perfect. I can do a brown look, I can do a pink look, I can do a gold look. Like, it's the looks that I do most of the time, and the look that I feel confident in. So yeah, I like this eyeshadow palette. I don't think this is actually available anymore, which is super sad, but I still like it, and I'm so happy that I was able to get it. And I like that it's red and shimmery. I like it. Next thing is an eyeshadow palette that again I was super excited to get, and I got it on sale. So it was like 50% off. The brand that I have never tried their eyeshadow palettes before, and when they came out with this eyeshadow palette last year, I was super excited for it. I wanted it. I was gonna buy it immediately after it came out, but I waited to get it cheaper because it's an expensive eyeshadow palette, especially for how much you're getting. It's a 7 pan eyeshadow palette. It's very little for the price, so I waited and I got it on sale, 50% off, which is super exciting. Anyways, let me take it out of the box. It's still in the box, as you can see. It's the Marc Jacobs Cherry Fig eyeshadow palette, and this eyeshadow palette, I have used it quite a lot. And every time I use it, I just get so happy when I look at this eyeshadow palette. The packaging is super cute. I love how slim it is. I love how thin it is, and I also love the quality. I could do without this shade because I can't use it like at all. Like it won't show up on me, so I could do without it. Other than that, I love this eyeshadow palette, and you cannot do a lot of looks using this eyeshadow palette. It's 7 shades, so you can't do a lot, but I love what I can do with this eyeshadow palette. This is the kinds of shades that I wear a lot and I feel comfortable in, and I also love the formula. The formula is so good. Is it worth the full price? No, I don't think any eyeshadow palette should be that expensive. Like even Pat McGrath, Natasha Denona, I'm just like, fix it, please. But at least you get more shades in the eyeshadow palettes, and Natasha Denona, Pat McGrath, this is like 7 shades, but this is 6 shades, so you choose. You know your bank account, you know what you have. You decide. Love to try more Marc Jacobs eyeshadow palettes because I think this was amazing. The quality was perfect. Like I wouldn't change anything about the formula. It worked so well, so easy to blend, so it actually blends itself. It's not very difficult, and the shimmery shades, so cute, so wonderful, so delicious, and I like it. I like how cute it is. It's so cute. Looking at it makes me happy immediately. Like whenever I open my makeup drawer, I look at this eyeshadow palette, I'm like, it excites me. Next thing is another Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette, which I don't think is available anymore. Some people have found it and bought it, but some people are like, I want this eyeshadow palette, but it's no longer available. And it was a limited edition eyeshadow palette from 2019, but I got it in 2020, and it's the Anastasia Jackie Aina palette. This, if you could get it, do, because you will not be disappointed with this formula. You would not be disappointed with the shades, if you like the shades obviously, but you would not be disappointed in anything. Like the mattes are perfect, the shimmers are perfect. If you are maybe darker than me, this is an amazing eyeshadow palette to have in your collection because the shades are dark and they're pigmented. You use, especially the mattes, you take it on your lids, you immediately see payoff on your eyelids because it's super pigmented, super lovely to work with. The shimmers perfect, and it's just like, it's perfect. I think the colors, oh my god. But I think it's just like an eyeshadow palette that's basic but very useful. And if you have maybe eyeshadow palettes that are maybe not as dark as you would like it, you could darken it using this eyeshadow palette. And I love this eyeshadow palette like a lot. This is why it's in second place. I love this eyeshadow palette, and I'm just so happy I got it. I was so happy that I was able to buy it because it was limited edition, and I would have lost the chance of buying this eyeshadow palette and I would have been very upset. And lastly, which if you are someone that watches my videos and you know the eyeshadow palettes that I got in 2020, you're not gonna be surprised. I also did ranking all the eyeshadow palettes that I tried in 2020 so far last year, but some eyeshadow palettes I tried after that, so this is why I wanted to do another one. But let me talk about first place, and it's a Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. Is anyone surprised? No, no one is. They all saw it coming. This is my favorite. This is the favorite eyeshadow palette that I've tried in 2020, and this is so good. I did 3 looks using this eyeshadow palettes in January, I think. It was actually the last video I filmed before I got my surgery, so but I don't have a lot of positive thoughts anymore because surgery was right after I did the last look, and then 3 hours later I was in the hospital, so that was fun. But this was amazing to work with. It's still amazing to work with. It looks so damaged, but I don't think you can see it on camera. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I like this eyeshadow palette a lot. I like the shades, I like the shimmers. Oh my god, I like the shimmer. My favorite shade is the shade Azalea, because it's a duochrome. It goes from gold to pink, and not even gold, but like orange gold. It's so stunning, but you cannot really see it, can you? Not really, you cannot. Maybe you can see it in the mirror. It looks orange, and if you can see it here, it looks pink. I love it. I love it. If I lost this eyeshadow palette, I would buy it again, like no doubt about it. I would buy it again because I want to have it in my collection. I think it's amazing. I think it's perfect. I love the quality. I love the quality. I love Natasha Denona palette. I don't know, I am basic. I am someone that finds her prices a lot. It's a lot. Why is an eyeshadow palette that expensive? But I usually wait for maybe like a sale or something. Anyways, that is it for all the eyeshadow palettes that I tried in 2020. I hope you guys like this video. I always struggle with ranking things. I want to do more ranking. I have actually started writing down all the products that I am trying in 2021, because I want to at least at the end of the year come back and talk about all the products that I tried in 2021 and rank them, because I've seen that video in some of my favorite content creators and I just enjoy it, and I think it's such a good way to see where you spend your money on, and is it useful, is it important, why, you know, it's just like, I think it's very good for you or for me. Anyways, so I hope you guys like this video, and if you liked it, there's going to be more ranking, not all beauty, because I like other things and I would like to talk about them on my channel, because most people in my life don't care. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please go ahead, do so. It's right next to my name down below. And if you like the video, please like it. If you want to ask me something, you can do so in the comment section. And if you want me to do a look using any of the palettes here, I will 100% do so as well. And yeah, stay safe, and I will see you next time. Bye.